Hello, everybody. Welcome to the JJA Show. My name is Jan-Jaap. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday evening's most controversial and most delightful podcast of Saturday evening. We're having a great lineup, great show for you coming up. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to do this show, guys. I'm starting slowly up with YouTube. You notice I've been for a time a little bit away. It's just, sometimes it's also not that easy, and sometimes you think to yourself, really, what do I have to talk about, and blah 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 blah. You know how it goes, right? And I hope everything goes up. I don't hope I get any technical issues as that was last Sunday to Monday night. So welcome everybody. My name is Jan-Jaap, as I said. All right, here we go for the show. I'm trying to load myself in. It seems a little bit impossible nowadays. Anyway, for that matter, we do it otherwise. Well, I just can put the chat on. Let's talk about one thing that was a lot of in the post this week. Arjen Robben quitting the Dutch national team. Now, if you all know, I'm born in Holland, so everybody who looks at the show. If you're looking at the show, right, if you're your first time watcher, and you're looking on a YouTube page, there's live chat. You can join in. You can talk to me live. I will be talking to you, of course. There I will answer your questions. I hope I can do everything, in a good way for you. And always, that is the point here. When you are watching, you actually control the show. Talk about this, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Of course, if it's a topic that is suitable for YouTube. Let's be honest, because I also want to earn a buck or two. Anyway, Arjen Robben quitting Dutch team. I watched the team against the match against Sweden, and I found something very funny because Arjen Robben did so wonderful, and he wasn't, prime. He did it so well, and then he suddenly quits. And you think to yourself, where is it going? Worse is this Dutch team now going to be? Arjen Robben was the driving engine still. He could not, of course, do it alone, people. Let's be honest about the matter. So how worse is it now going to get for Holland? Can we still watch much? Probably so. I think there is still a lot of talent left. The problem is the talent we have is they're not playing the matches. They're the substitute, the goalie of Holland, sitting on the bench with Barcelona. And that's the thing. It really looks for me, too troubling, and it concerns me as a Dutch loyal football supporter. And if you think about it, if you now look at it, I was thinking about it, actually, we didn't do that bad actually in the qualification round. I mean, we lost twice to France. We played a draw and a win against Sweden. Once to Bulgaria, and then you still don't make it. It is almost very hard to qualify nowadays. So I think it's also part of luck, by the way. You know what I mean? What is your opponents do? That is very important. And the match in Sweden, let's be honest about one thing. Everybody forgets about it. Last goal from Bas Dost, who was given offside in the last minute or so, and it was given offside. But if you look at the goal, it was totally not offside. Can you imagine if that was granted? Playing for the World Cup, maybe playing playoffs, but we're still in the race. So is it just us? Bad luck with having bad referees. I mean, what I'm saying, it is always something like, yeah. If you're joining in, please give a like, by the way, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to have a lot of new shows on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, after the Champions League rounds are finished. We're going to be live. We're going to do, again, the Night of Champions here on JJA Live Show. We'll talk about the Champions League matches. We're going to discuss them, everything. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be really honest. But let's go back to Arjen Robben. And now there's also the rumor, by the way, that Wesley Sneijder is also quitting, and what is called from Persie. Okay, for Persie, he's long time injured, so I don't think he will come back. I would not be surprised also Huntelaar says thank you very much, due to also his age. Show, you know, but these players, the players we have going on now, they're still way in advance the right age to shine. Me, you know what I mean? And so I thought I want to bring it up. I want to talk with you. It bothers me, you know. I'm always to my viewers a very open book. You know it is. So maybe it's time to support on the cup. No, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? You feel tempted. You really feel tempted. And I also got asked, who are you going to support this summer? Well, Denmark, of course, still is not qualified, and I'm not so. I'll be honest, and it's not because kicking Denmark in the bag or something, but I don't think the Danish team is something. You know, they don't very far. They have a good team, but I don't see them come far. Maybe second round, and that's it. Belgium, I think Belgium has a great team with Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne. I can keep on like that with these players. You know what I mean? And these Mertens also doing very good for Napoli. So I think Belgium is also a very big contender. Germany probably also do fine, as usual. Argentina made it last second. That's going to be interesting what they're going to do. Brazil, I don't think, you know, you don't have to, you know, say they're not a chance. You know, Brazil, Argentina's always a chance. Well, Argentina had some problems. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit exhausted, you know, and I didn't have a bad day or something, you know, but just, you know. So this is what's going on. And I think I've talked enough about the role of football today. And I want to talk more going on in my life. People, have you ever noticed, if you're, for example, on Facebook and you see an ad and you see, I had that actually this week. And with my phone company, they made a commercial for the same price. I played and I had my telephone abonnement with them. And but instead of 20 gigabytes of usage, they offered 50. And the rest is the same. I thought, hey, that's not fair. So I made a comment on it. Is it also an offer for your current customers? Say yes. Oh, well, phone in, right? And yeah, I saw this online, and I also want to see if I'm available for that offer. So look, no, that's only for new customers. But the funny part is, on Facebook, that the same company, right? That the same company says, no, that is also current customers and new customers. So Rebecca, yeah, nice that you write that. I just phoned in, and some new customers. So Please write to this email address. I'll look into it for you. Explain the situation. So look into it. And it worked. So I think sometimes if you, what you better can do, I found out, is ask the person on social media who is doing the description. Just ask them to help you for it. Now, it's a little bit always tricky because getting in contact with them, because they're sitting behind Facebook and you don't want to get your personal. So ask them if you can talk with them on a private matter or somehow. Inbox them and go from there, and maybe there and then say, hey, listen, can phone me, we can arrange this deal. Because I've noticed this problem a lot, that they're sitting on the customer service, they don't know what the hell is going on Facebook and what they're offering. It sometimes seems like two separate worlds, and you're missing out on great deals. You have to be a little bit technical, and I thought I brought it up because I think my viewers, my social viewers, my big friends always, I think, well, let them help a little bit how you should do it, because yes, I got it, and I got even a whole year of Tyndall, so I can listen for free music without no ads or whatever, so that's great. And then 3 months of a movie. That's called Viaplay, that's in Denmark. That is like Netflix, right? But then only for the Danish market. I think they're also in Sweden, Norway, by the way, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know they are in Denmark here, so. And they have some good movies, so for 3 months for free. So that's a good goal. I mean, that's fair. I thought, well, let's debate that today on the JJA Show. So I also saw this week, by the way, the review has been looking very good. Everybody's looking a lot, so I'm grateful for that for Snowman. And when I did the video, I was a little bit exhausted, a little bit annoyed, and I don't know, but everybody seems to like the review. So check it out here on youtube.com/JJA LiveTube. But the movie was really good. I really enjoyed the movie. So I was a little bit towards the negative side, and that's also so. People sometimes forget it. If you're seeing a critic or you podcast on YouTube, they forget that you're also a human being and that you also have emotions and that you sometimes in different moods. Can be annoying, can be happy. But I'm not annoyed. I'm everything. I'm just being neutral. Okay, maybe a little bit bored on Saturday. Let's be honest about it. But hey, you know what I mean? I thought, well, let's send to my viewers because they deserve me also, right? And it's nice to be in YouTube, and there's also one talk about is that's behind YouTube. I was talking to some friends yesterday, and I said, well, it's just a kick, and sometimes it's also nice just to open a little bit up and just get everything out of your system and drain away. The problem is, of course, you have to face is that you're not going into personal. You also have to remind that, hey, this is such an open forum, everybody can watch in, and anytime now and day. There have to be some sort of neutral ground because I don't want to put all my private life out there, and yeah. So ask in my new room. No, I'm just changing positions in my house where to sit today. I'm sitting more comfortable. I'm sitting in a more relaxed chair. You know what I mean? Just go just over here and see. I'm sitting here nice, and I'm sitting nicely in my chair. With the window open, you see it's dark. Guys, people, let's be honest, it's getting over towards Christmas and New Year. I'm wondering what you guys are going to do. Have you any plans for New Year? And I hope so, really hope so you do. You're welcome to share them. If you're not watching live, or if you're watching it on demand, please put in the comment box. I'm always trying, if it's nice, give a nice reply back. You know what I mean? The problem is, I found it also very lately annoying. And And in a way, I can slowly more and more understand YouTube, because YouTube crisis has said now, well, you're not allowed to use the F word or whatever, or language. And I can also understand, because I'm starting also getting annoyed with it. If you see sometimes comments, there was a guy who wrote a-hole and this, and there was not towards me, there was towards a player. And I thought to myself, really? You're judging the guy, you're watching the sports, but you're judging him like you personally know him. I know that sport, and I know if you're maybe from the opposite side and you don't agree on that, but that I think is doing that is fine. But reminder, technically he's a stranger, and be a bit more respectful. And maybe it's, you know, I mean, and I've noticed that a lot, and I think it's something that sometimes also aggravates me, and start to get annoyed with it. And that's also what I think lately. And there's nothing to attack any people also on YouTube, and see you on when they're vlogging, like they're sitting and drinking and all that kind of life in front of the camera. I thought to myself, really, they don't understand the negative consequences of it. You don't. If you have to go, hey, let's say if I now have to go look for a job, new job tomorrow, and I know for a fact if somebody wants to write comments, I don't know that person. I will always want to have, because I have to also get a little bit trust, because he has to log into the system, hack me or destroy the whole site. So I have to have a little bit trust. So that's why I always Google, do a little research on them. And I'm probably not the only one. I can imagine a lot of people who are getting hired, they're always being Google searched. Now, trust me, with me, you're all getting a whole list of everything with JJA Sports Studio. This is the funny part, because, you know, my name stands on every article. Issues that, by the way, people now really, you know what I mean. I think in that way you can see that they can say, well, he's very creative and he likes to give an opinion. It can be also very good, because sometimes they be a little bit negative. Well, hey, you know what I mean? I'm just doing my job. But coming back on it, but that is the thing, because a lot of people, language, they forget also one thing. What you write on Facebook is also getting saved to be used on any search engine. Now, it depends also a little bit, of course, how you have your standings. But if you do it in public groups, I'm talking about, so you have to watch a little bit out what you're saying. And I've noticed that a lot of people, they don't care. They don't realize what the consequences were. Because let's be honest, if you have to hire somebody, a customer service, do you want to hire someone who's using profanity as language as a standard bearer? Because that's almost what it looks like in these comments. No, and then you probably won't get a job, because how would you know hired is actually that you're not talking like that all the time, or just in a very angry mood. And that's the thing, I think, and that's why I also say to people, please, people, you know, and I've seen that also a lot. If you go to groups in standards, that you have to talk normal and be acceptable and no profanity. However, these admins sometimes, I'm really harsh with it. If I see something standing from read and go wash your mouth. Because not they're only trusting themselves, what they don't forget, they burn every bridge themselves, but they're also destroying your site. And that's why I let them on there. I have nothing against if you have another opinion. But please be respectful. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. And I know I've been talking this with this about before on the JJA Show. You know what I mean? But maybe it's a pet peeve of mine, but I think maybe And I also noticed that in chat rooms on live streams on YouTube that they do it. I really do. And that's a shame, people. That's really a shame. Yeah, I'm saying I like to be on YouTube. I really do. I like to do it. It's like putting your thing out, your opinion out there. It's a lot of people, if they don't agree on you, you get all the profanity. It's still, in my opinion, people, and I don't suspect you always agree with that, and I don't want you to either. And if you don't agree on it, and if you want to make a comment about it, that is also fine. But please be respectful of it. Because I'm not your mother, I'm not your father, I'm not your boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm your total stranger. But hey, I'm a social stranger, so I don't mind to give the dialogue code. And if you have another opinion, fine, but be respectful. Because if you do it to a stranger on public forums, you probably also do it to your boss or to your colleague. That's when you're in danger then. And it's a question if you even get directly help towards the state from that. So, there are some certain rules about that. And that's why I'm always saying, and it's not because I want to be you know what I mean? But let's be honest. Heck, long guys. I've been already talking around 20 minutes. It's good time. Time goes fast if you're sitting here. You know what I mean? And you're rambling your mind. But sometimes I have to get something off my chest, and that is so nice about YouTube, right? As long as you're being respectful and you know how to bring it. Medium. I mean, seriously. I mean, I can go talk about the Indians from the West Coast or something. You know what I mean? As long as you're not being getting, to the wrong side. So also today, Hertha BSC kneeled. I don't think they played the American national anthem. That's the thing. I'm a little bit thirsty, people. And by the way, I'm not drinking. I'm not getting drunk. They want to protest. I really do. That Donald Trump is doing the best job he should do. But with me, when you do it at the national anthem, people, that is a song that represents the country you're born in, the national flag. It doesn't represent the president or the politics in the country. Actually, when you're doing this, you're insulting, in a way, your country and your flag. So it's not a press move. And in that way, what Donald Trump said, don't do it for national anthem, do it in other ways. Understand. But here's the thing, the Hertha BSC are doing to support the athletes in North America. I do support them. I think there should be a lot of change. But Hertha BSC, what they don't forget, they can also be seen they're taking the mickey out of it. But also, if you say support, yeah, but yes, the protest, of course. Yes, I understand that. But that's Germany. It has nothing to do whatsoever with America. I'm not a racist. The political opinion is I do. And no, I'm not going to talk about my political opinions because I want to keep them to myself. That is my human right. That is the thing, best thing about democracy. You know what I mean? Um, and then if you give this opinion sometimes, a lot of people say, "Oh, you're a Donald Trump supporter." Trump. Ding, 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 ding. I live in Denmark. I don't give a rat's ass about Donald Trump. I don't go against him. I don't support him. I'm just a neutral guy, the Joe Block from the normal neutral side. Just say. Well, then, of course, instead of Joe Block, Jan-Jaap. And nowadays, I think it's also done over in proportions. You know what I mean? And Germany is doing fine. I think that what is her name? The president they have there, she's doing all right. There's nothing to complain about. So yeah, it is just so, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit stuck, guys. I'm sitting here thinking, right? Because you're new here, we're always around an hour live on YouTube. By the way, let's talk about something else. And let's talk about something positive. JJA Sports Studio. It's going great with JJA Sports Studio. I really do. I must admit, we're getting faster growing on YouTube, on Facebook. We've grown past 1,000 likes. So I'm really proud for that. Visitors are going up, visiting rate. So I like that a lot. I'm very happy for that. And that's of course more steady income. So we can do more things in the future. That's good. That's really good. I like that, people. I really do. We're already now even looking a year and ahead of what we're planning to create a mobile app now. Don't get a mobile app. People, we are busy at looking at it. Nothing yet to set in paper. We didn't even start to make a design yet. There are plans and we're working very hard on it, but not yet, people. Not yet. We're coming there, all right? What you can also do is, by the way, if you're visiting our site in Google Chrome, you get a little block, have you noticed? Then you can, it's totally free, you just have to push OK. And then if there's something major happening, we send out a notification. You get a notification, and then the thing is, you just have to click on the notification, go directly to the article. And there's a little bit extra service from us. So, and that will also want to get more visitors back and the regular customers. That's free service. Also running. That's also coming up and running. YouTube, we're slowly going back where it should be, and I hope also that we are starting to do more regular shows, because I do miss it sometimes. I really do miss it to stream. I miss it to have my podcast going. Yeah. But the thing is, sometimes you're totally burned empty, and then I prefer not to go online because then I prefer not to have a show instead of a bad show. I want to have a quality show with something to say. And lately, there was a lot of news, but nothing really caught my eye that I really want to talk about. But I'm slowly coming out of that, that pause, and I'm coming back. And really, because these are also the times where we have to score the money. Let's be honest, it's the perfect time right now. Not much to do, it's bad weather, so you really be good to find. And that is also very important. I've noticed that also the viewership is going up. So I really want to treat that also right. So I also have noticed that on Twitter, by the way, by people interested in that a lot more athletes are starting to notice our articles. And I really do like that. I really appreciate that. But is it also just me? The income of hits we're getting from Twitter is slowly getting down. Is there? And we haven't changed much about it. On Twitter, is it decreasing the system or something? I don't know. The number source, one source of income of traffic. And the funny part, after Google Plus, also looking in Instagram, we're really trying to find the solution there. I'm wondering if that's going to be something, a thing. I really don't know yet, people. I really don't know. So, I'm so exhausted lately. You know what I mean? I think it's also the weather. The weather. You know what I mean? And soon comes the time that it's starting to snow. The thing with it, when it's snowing. Always like it. And when you finally wake up, you're also, it seems like then sometimes you're more rested. Or is it just me? I don't know. Well, also, what we're going to do after the stream is I'm probably going to watch a movie or something. You know what I mean? On Saturday evening. I have to do still some work for JJA Sports Studio, and that's the funny part because sport news keep on coming in. Yeah. So, yeah, anyway, there's coming some major things up in my personal life, and I want to talk one day about it to get past these people. And then I'm going to have some really major things coming up. I don't know if it will affect on myself, but for myself also. So, yeah, and I'm seeing now here from what to talk about because I'm actually through my whole stuff, and I think I'm going to leave it for today. I have nothing so much to say. Anyway, thank you so much for watching for the JJA Show. I'm soon back with a new show. I think I'm going to do a little bit football show. The pitch I'm going to do maybe tomorrow is one episode. I think long time I did that. Rumbling Wrestling soon returning. We're going to be next week also, of course, some for TLC coming up next Sunday. Looking forward to see that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/JJA. On Twitter, on @JJA. YouTube here, youtube.com/JJA LiveTube. Google Plus. plus JJA LiveTube. Pinterest, pinterest.com/JJA LiveTube. Thank you so much. And we're also on dailymotion.com/JJA Sports Studio. By the way, there's not like all videos. There's going to be only sport-related videos. JJA Sports, JJA Show, and the movie events will not be on that link. Don't forget to check us out there also, okay? Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Saturday evening. If you go out, drive carefully. Don't drink and drive. If you want to drink, let your car stay at home. A bus or somebody to drive you. I suggest not to walk, because then still bad accidents can happen. And let me know what you have been doing. Let me know what your Saturday evening was about. You know, put it in the comment box underneath. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this video, to our YouTube channel. Okay, and I have nothing more to say. Take care. Have a great Saturday evening.